Hello, welcome to the Animation Triad. I'm Alex.
And I'm Stu.
And I'm Will.
And today we are going to be taking a slightly psychedelic space trip, since, Mr. Will here has already covered with the awesome musical rock antics of Beast Wars, and, Stuart provided us with rock and roll, the grungy, so I figured we'd take a interesting trip to one of my favorite bands, Daft Punk.
Oh,
yeah. I love them. I love them, and anyone that can remix their work well is aces in my book. So, but anyone who can put their work to video or animation, even better. So that is why it is my pleasure today to discuss the movie Interstella 5555.
Oh.
Yeah, or if you find the fives a little bit difficult at the end, just abbreviate it to 45. It's easier for all of us.
So, quick question.
Yes.
What is Interstella 5555?
Good question, my good Will. Let us say this. We're all familiar with, Pink Floyd's The Wall, the rock opera and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, psychedelic and disturbing as it was a look at a man and his, dissonance with society and where he fit in with it.
Okay.
Tear down the wall and all that.
Got it.
This does not delve into quite as heavy the subject, thankfully.
Oh.
It is rather a space opera of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, yeah. And it is, it was overseen by one of my personal favorites, one of the monoliths of, the early anime industry, Leiji Matsumoto.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Godfather right there. Godfather
He
of animation.
is a godfather. He's right up there with Osamu Tezuka and, Ghibli films and it's
Miyazaki and all that.
Miyazaki. Yeah, here's what I love about the work that Matsumoto does. Yeah, he started out mid to late 70s. Story ideas and story writers and he manga work and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some of his first series included personal favorites of mine: Space Pirate Captain Harlock,
Yeah.
Very
Galaxy Express 39. He also did work with the original space battleship Yamato. Yeah. So this guy has an absolute affection for what the grand travels of space exploration is really all about. I mean, yeah, our parents before that had Star Trek, and Leiji kind of took a bit more of a romantic view. You have like Harlock, the romantic errant pirate knight, Galaxy
Errol Flynn-esque
yeah,
type of...
sort of.
Yeah.
And then Galaxy Express, exploring, the far reaches of the cosmos, kind of from this old-fashioned but, romantic view of a literal train traveling through space.
Oh, that's awesome.
I will say this about his space exploration stuff. All his, spaceships are really out there.
Oh.
I will say that he has some of the most unique methods of space travel.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
here's what I like about his methods when it comes to space travel. It's not so much about the technology, but kind of the heart and the soul of the adventurer, the noble knight willing to sacrifice for what he believes in. So that's why you have ships like the Arcadia from Space Pirate,
Harlock,
Captain Harlock, which is literally borderline World War II era, battleship
mixed with a pirate ship.
Yeah, with the galley slash pirate quarters of a 17th and 18th century pirate ship.
I always thought it. You know what it always reminded me of?
Yeah.
Hook's ship from
exactly.
Hook with
yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Especially the back of it to some degree.
So But anyways, with Interstella 5555, you get this interpretation of Leggie's idea for the romantic idea of space travel in the form of some, musically themed travel. Let's just say one of the main characters, his spaceship is literally a lead guitar, electric. Yes, Will has not seen this, so
ladies and gentlemen, my reactions are going to be sincere. I promise you. But,
Yeah.
a starship
that is literally shaped and, for all intents and purposes, is a guitar.
Yeah.
You thought rock and roll was weird.
Yeah. It's been a few years since I've seen this. But I'm going from memory.
Yeah, let's just get some of the basics. The Interstella 5555, shortened for 45 from now on, released to the public on May 28th, 2003, courtesy of Toei Animation and Toei Animation and Daft Life Ltd.
Daft Life Ltd?
Well, Daft Punk was involved in, the conception of this idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in 2003 when Daft Punk was working on their second studio album, Discovery, they were throwing around the idea of, we've got some great stuff here, but we want to do, a movie of some sort with it, an animation. And one of Daft Punk's, or rather both of the founding members, one of their favorite, artists and, creators at the time when they were kids was Leiji Matsumoto. Here's the weird thing. Leiji Matsumoto never caught on in America back in the, late 70s and early 80s, and it's a shame. And
what Space Battle Yamada was brought over, but it was called something else.
Star Blazers.
Yeah.
Yes. That's one of the
his stuff was present, but it never really... looking back now, people acknowledge it, but at the time, I don't think it was acknowledged as what it was.
Yeah,
but
but that's a case only in the. I feel like in the States.
Oh yes,
over in
entirely.
Japan, he is huge, and he also had a big presence over in France and Germany and other areas.
I could definitely see that.
And one of their favorite cartoons, animes of the time was Harlock, and they wanted to work with Leggy. They thought the guy, fantastic ideas of the romance of of exploration and whatnot. So they actually managed to get in contact with Leggy, and thus they came up with this idea for a film that was based on, well, let's just say it merges sci-fi with the entertainment industry culture.
Interesting.
So basically, basic premise. Here's how it's going to go down. There's an alien planet filled with blue people.
Smurfs!
No, not Smurfs, and not Na'vi.
Beat me to it.
Yeah, I know. But yes, they're blue skinned. They have varying, human hair colors, not the wild color palette.
Like green
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Wild color palette of anime hair.
Yeah, it's a very
Well, his work generally had a lot of pretty tame in terms of the colors. With everything had a somewhat realistic. Yes, his body shapes were always a little. You'll touch on that.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely
we'll
talk
touch
about
on
that.
that,
But anyways, we're on this alien planet, and it's kind of like a psychedelic color palette. Yeah, it's bright, but at the same time not irritating, in my opinion.
Okay.
So, and we go to where this pop band is performing for this large crowd, and here's one of my favorite parts. This film has no dialogue at all.
Oh, really?
This
None.
film has only the bare minimum of sound effects. The entire story is conveyed completely through the visuals and the Daft Punk soundtrack from their Discovery album.
Oh.
Which is actually really cool, because the only other thing I could think of that comes close to this, I mean, well, I guess in some way you could say Fantasia.
In some ways,
In some ways. But what really comes to mind is Dark Side of the Moon combined with Wizard of Oz. Which doesn't really work, but I mean, you know.
Wait. If you have Dark Side of the Moon, press play
now.
And you won't hear a word we're saying.
But yes, so this, they're rocking out. They're playing some of the great stuff, like One More Time.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, there is some lip movement with that one song, but it can hardly be considered the voice acting since it's Daft Punk doing this. And I don't want to give too much of the movie away, but let's just say there is a nefarious villain who takes this opportunity to launch some Batman-style knockout gas into the crowd and kidnaps the four band strong performers.
Gargamel?
I'd say maybe a little bit more competent in terms of his execution.
Them.
He actually captures them. He actually has a plan for what to do with them, and let's just say it involves galactic domination and
through the power of music.
That is one of the things that I loved about this. It was kind of a loving tribute / mild parody of the pop music scene that Daft Punk did help contribute to with their techno and EDM crazes that emerged from them. But at its core, it really did exemplify the power of music to not only tell a story, but to also move you to feel something. And in this case, especially, love. Yeah, because while Bad Guy is able to make off with the rock band and start, doing some things with them for his own nefarious purposes, he made one mistake.
What's that?
A distress signal got sent out from the interplanetary, command post that they have, which is then picked up by, for what I can only describe as one of the biggest, band nerds / borderline male groupie type.
Isn't this the segment with Digital Love?
Yeah.
Yep.
And basically, this character, all the characters have names, but this one I want to bring to attention. His name is Shep.
Oh.
His description is an astronaut. He is the one who is piloting the spaceship shaped like an electric guitar.
No, hang on a sec. Are we talking about Mass Effect now?
No. Do not break my heart, Will. Sorry. Just had a...
It's so easy.
Yes.
I always go for the low blows.
Go for the jugular.
No, you didn't just go for the jugular. You went for my heart. I had a love of that game, but no.
No, he went through the jugular, down, reached in, and went all Amenchibai, and ripped it right out.
Kalima.
I that shit.
Yeah.
It's... But
Finish him.
Yeah, Mass Effect is painful for me. We'll talk about that perhaps some other time in some other segment. But let's just say Astronaut Guy is a huge fan of the band, especially their one of their leads, the bassist Stella.
Oh, the girl of the group.
Yes, the one girl of the group.
Hold on a second.
Stella!
No. We're not gonna Brando this shit, okay?
Yeah. I think we'll leave that to the Brando himself. But
leave that straight car out in the street.
Yeah, but basically, Shep.
So he desires her.
Yeah, Shep has that. Shep has that romantic, fanboyish dreams of, oh man, I'd love to be with her, but it's not creepy like, I have pictures of you. Hundreds. I cut your hair. You never return my calls. But it's just sort of like a...
It's cute, as I said. The song I think that best represents him, and if I remember correctly, was "Digital Love," and I actually really like that song. Yeah. It's very cute, and
anyways, out of this entire race of seemingly highly advanced alien life forms, only the fanboy in his guitar-shaped spaceship is going to pursue these kidnappers through this very trippy 2001-esque wormhole to get to Earth.
It's full of stars.
Is it trippier than what we see in Star Wars?
Hyperspace, if you're watching any of the Star Wars hyperspace scenes with a little bit of say mind-altering substances, maybe some acid.
Or you just
close.
Or maybe you just watch Rock and Rule.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, this is, I like to say, a more organized, better directed interpretation of Rock and Rule.
Okay. No, it's okay. I will admit, Rock and Rule is a flawed film.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I'd say it does have a lot of faults, but I enjoy it. I'm not gonna sit here and defend it and say it's an amazing film. It's a fun little piece of garbage, which I enjoy.
I agree.
But, I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Yeah. Watch it if you want to, but but back to
this is where it's revealed that the villain, and this will be the end of really the plot synopsis, that the villain, who is called
Gargamel.
Okay, he's close to Gargamel, but he doesn't have quite the
cat's
same
name.
Well,
the cat from Smite. Ladriel or no? That's Lord of the Rings.
Anyways,
Ladriel? I don't know.
Anyways, the villain, the Earl de Darkwood.
Oh, that's
Earl of Darkwood or
Earl de Darkwood.
Oh, Earl de Darkwood.
Remember this?
Title.
Remember this is a French-Japanese collaboration.
Speaking of that, French and Japanese collaboration, wasn't Lost City of Gold or something?
El Dorado?
No. It was. Oh, what was it? It was an anime-esque. Cities of Gold. Something Cities of Gold.
I'd have to look it up. Tangents.
Tangents, yes.
Tangents, yes. But anyways, follows them to Earth, and from there, it gets. What follows is what I can only describe as a loving, display of everything that the Discovery album has to offer. Some of their best work: Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. I believe it's called High Life. So it is. Watch it. Just watch it.
It's
and
an experience.
Just watch it. It is only an hour and like a few minutes long.
It's the length of the album.
Exactly.
It's basically like watching the album.
Basically just put in the album, press play, and that's just it?
Precisely.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
As we said, there's literally no dialogue. I mean, and let's put it this way. If you're not a fan of Daft Punk, you might still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be much there other than just the music and some awesome visuals to go with it.
Yeah, that's what I feel Daft Punk accomplished very well with this collaborative movie. They weren't setting out to make any, grand political or social statement. They were just, doing their best to speak from the heart with their music and the visuals,
and to pay loving tribute to a director they are big fans of.
Oh yeah,
so
Let's talk about Matsumoto, because I feel that his interpretation of the romantic ideals of not only exploration but also of interpersonal relationships, love and affection and all that, handled so much better than a lot of trends in modern anime nowadays.
Such as?
Well, you name any, romantic, high school, comedy / harem anime in the last, 5 or 10 years.
Isn't that one?
Oh, yeah.
I've never watched that one. I've heard various things
it's
about it.
It's a miasma that I seldom want to delve into, not only because the character models are often either boring or just absolutely impossible Here's a hint, any prospective animators. Take an anatomy class if you have no idea what the natural female form is supposed to actually be. I'm tired of balloon breasts. Let's just say that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, back to Matsumoto and his interpretation of it. You have, some of his earlier works, Harlock, Galaxy Express. Galaxy Express in particular explored, in my opinion, some of the really interesting, facets of, familial love.
Very much.
Yeah. Orphan child who just lost his mother, traveling with this woman who he sees as sort of a surrogate for, the woman that he lost.
Doesn't help that. I will say this about his art style.
Yeah,
his women all look the bloody same.
Yeah,
they really do. I'm sorry. That's my one complaint I have.
That is the one caveat that I will say about Matsumoto. His character style for the vast majority of his heroes are tall, lanky men. Your Harlock, your really Harlock is the primary example, or your wispy, ethereal women that belay a certain hidden strength. Be it either they have some sort of cosmic connection, or they might be, a robot or an android of some kind. Or an alien. Yeah, but
that would be too easy.
Yeah, and you do get that full gambit here with Interstella 4-5. I mean,
it's not a bad thing. Let me put it this way: if you see one of his films or his series, you will know it.
You know it. He
has a distinctive style. I mean,
yeah, and
Miyazaki has a style, and Disney has a style. You can never confuse like a Disney film
with Hanna-Barbera film.
There's very distinctive styles.
Yeah,
and he has something to that.
Yeah, and Leggy, you instantly know as soon as you see, tall, lanky, and resolved man and wispy, ethereal woman. You're like, okay, yeah, this has hallmark of, Leggy. Another hallmark he has, the supporting cast is usually very, very odd in terms of shape. Almost, if next to the... It plays off the dynamic of the tall man, short man. So for your Harlock, you have...
What was that pudgy pirate guy he was with?
Yeah, in the original series, he had all of his, underling pirates. They were pudgy, short, and they had very weird heads. And the best I can describe it as, remember the original Donkey Kong arcade? The way Donkey Kong himself would smile real wide. Yeah. Similar to that in terms of build, but put that in the form of a human. So if you are a young boy or a supporting male character or a really old male supporting character in a Leggy film or series,
short.
You're going to be short, and you are going to just play off the whole quirky, some sort of quirk that you might have, while you stand next to the stoic, valiant knight.
I will say this though. What was the kid from Galaxy Express?
Hoshino Tetsuro.
Hoshino Tetsuro. Yeah.
Here's the thing about him. In the 108 episodes original series, good luck, getting through that.
I got through some of it.
You get through some of it, but there's a lot of repeat. Anyways, in this series, he fell into the category of that frumpy, oddly shaped kid.
Yes, he did. But may I just bring up? Pardon me for this. I'm going to unleash a string of obscenities for a moment.
Go ahead.
That motherfucker killed at least one motherfucker an episode.
He
kicked ass in this series.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that guy. It's a little kid.
Weird-looking
little kid
But he's
killing bitches with a laser gun. I mean, this motherfucker is going to town on these people.
He's got the Cosmo gun, one of only 4 in the galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
One of which also belongs to Harlock himself. So, yeah, if you come across him and you are looking to do harm to him or his mother surrogate Maytel, you'll be dead.
He's kicking ass and taking names as a little kid.
Yeah.
It's really weird because you're seeing him just... I mean, the first episode, he literally busts in a door and executes an entire table full of
hunter robots.
Hunter-killer robot, like,
well, they...
not monarchs, they were
they were essentially... Well, that's...
aristocrats.
Yeah, they were another series entirely, but that is something that Leggy, I feel... and his characters play off of this idea of don't underestimate them just because they are the weird outcasts. They belay some incredible strength and power.
Oh yeah, Harlock is a great example.
Harlock is a great example, and some of his other characters, there's a manga series he actually did called Sexoroid.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, that is the name of the manga, Sexoroid. It is...
Excuse me, what?
Spelt? How's it spelled? I just want to...
Sexoroid.
So SEXO
basically
ROID.
Okay, let's hear the explanation for this one.
The premise of that, again, apologize for the tangents, but it is related somewhat tangentially. Premise is it's like the year 2222. Leggy likes the whole, repeating numbers
in the
motif.
year 2525.
Yeah, pretty much. But basically, it's kind of like James Bond with a sci-fi twist, and James Bond is also partnered up with a very sexually active, sexy female android.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's one thing that Leggy is not afraid of, displaying sex as. And, the desire for human intimacy as, natural urges and, by and large, needs for us to be considered alive. And in Interstella, yeah, they don't go so far as the whole boinking thing, but the relationship that Shep and Stella, they have, well... Let's just say as the movie goes on throughout the hour.
Well, if we're going
there's some unrequited love, and it does have that tragic of what could have been, but it is honest, and they don't play it up for laughs. That's what I like about Leggy and his interpretations of love.
He's got a lot of heart in it.
Yeah, it's not, oh, look at me, I accidentally fell and groped your breast. No, none of that.
Yeah, you won't see that in
you
the
won't.
series.
And yes, there will be the awkward, oh, hey, I'm a little bit shy around you. That's natural. But eventually it gets, a lot of his characters...
They seem very human in terms of how their interactions.
Very human.
So I will say this: the writing for his work is very good. His character interactions are great.
Character designs, yeah, you can definitely tell.
That's the thing. It's just a distinctive art style.
Yeah.
He has. So I can't fault an artist for having a distinctive style.
Yeah.
No, all right. I can't do that.
And I actually with Interstella 4 or 5 with this being a collaboration between Daft Punk and some of their other, Western-oriented, ideas. There is a lot more character variety than some of his other works. But thankfully, you don't get the rainbow of color in, like, the hair and that modern anime seems obsessed with.
Which is weird, because these are technically aliens, so they're not really Earthlings. Which... if you have like multicolored hair on like aliens, that would be fine, but they basically have like blondes and browns.
It's essentially the aliens are essentially humans with blue skin. So
so Smurfs.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You're not going to let that go.
He's shoehorning that. No, he's not going to let you forget that.
All right, fine, Mister. They're Smurfs. How about you do a Smurfs review sometime?
All right then.
Oh, no.
Really?
What have I done? No. I take it back.
You've opened up that Pandora's box.
Oh, God.
What has science done?
It's created me. That's what it's done.
Oh, Cthulhu have mercy on us all.
Yeah. All those early mornings before school and nothing else was on. Okay. But, so, really...
How about you? I was watching Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
Hey, you do not dismiss Frizzle.
You don't.
But yeah, that's all in all. I'd say Interstella 4-5 is, it is true to Daft's punk intentions for their music. They want to get you emotionally involved. You don't have to so much think about it as you do just sort of feel with it.
Okay.
So if you have an hour to kill and you have nothing else really going on and want to pop on, just a really cool and trippy tribute to music, give it a shout out.
Okay, so I'm a plebeian who has never seen this. Try to sell me on it.
Do you like Daft Punk?
Sure.
Do you like music videos?
Well, I wouldn't mind a bad one.
Do you like, I don't know, great animation, sort of Pink Floyd with, laser light show almost?
Sure.
Do you like space operas?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You will enjoy Interstella 4-5.
Okay.
Just know that don't go in expecting any, heavy character drama or whatnot.
Don't expect Shakespeare.
Let the music into your life. Turn life into music.
So it's basically very much just watch it for fun and don't really expect much out of it.
I would say
in terms of story.
Let's put it this way: you could throw this on in the background of a party,
and no one
you'd enjoy it. You could just have it on in the background just for the music, and occasionally glance over and see what's going on, and it's fun like that. I'd say it's perfect for if you're going to have a party and you want to have something on in the background. You got great music. You got some awesome visuals.
Okay,
you can't go wrong with it, in my opinion. I think it's a really good film.
Yeah, just be aware that if you got something in your system already, the experience is going to get real trippy. Since Pink Floyd influence, yada yada yada.
Got it.
So in that regard, now I got to plug somebody really quick.
Go right ahead.
Plug 'em. Right? We're talking about trippy. We're talking about psychedelic, really cool.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some artist friends of mine.
Oh boy.
All right. They're known as Kozma and Mutu. I may be butchering the pronunciations. I do apologize. I know them by their actual names, but I'm not going to say that.
Well, say their stage names once again into the mic.
Kozma and Mutu. And they together form Armageddon Beachparty of Detroit, Michigan.
The best beach party you will ever be at.
Oh, yeah.
Bikinis and bombshells?
Yeah, pretty much. Their art is amazing, and there's some really old friends of mine, and they're actually going to be opening up their own shop soon. In the link below, we're going to link to some of their art. We're going to link to their official website and how you can check them out.
Okay.
I want to promote these people because, one, they're my friends, and two, their art is amazing.
Okay.
And in a way, I could say that if they ever did an animated film or something, if they ever animated their work, Daft Punk would be awesome to see with it. I could see a really good mix with it. Their stuff is amazing. Love them to death. Look them up. I will have a link below. Follow the link. Be amazed. Because they are fantastic. I cannot sing their praises enough.
Okay, got it.
Okay, now enough of that.
Yeah, well, I guess I picked the right movie to, to help include with that plug. Thank you very much, Stu.
No worries.
Yeah, so anyways, Interstella 5555 or 45 if you want to, keep the ending short and sweet. Daft Punk, Leiji Matsumoto. Awesome, non-verbal storytelling.
Very good.
Check it.
Check
it out. And with that, the episode concludes. Stu, what do we have coming up next?
Well, with December drawing near. It's that magical time of year.
Oh.
Yes. Snow is falling. children playing out in the snow, building snowmen, waiting for the jingle jangle of reindeer bells.
Aww.
Well, folks, we're going to take a look at an animated film based on a classic. We're going to be taking a look at the Nutcracker Prince.
Oh.
So let's get a little classy. Let's play some good music to get in the holiday mood. Relax, sip on that eggnog, and enjoy. So stay tuned for our next episode.
And with that, I'm Alex.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Will. And we wish you a wonderful evening.
Indeed.